If you've been gardening long enough, you already know the heartbreak of damaged soil. Maybe the ground has turned hard like cement, maybe your plants look tired no matter how much water you give them, or maybe you've added compost over and over but nothing seems to change. I've been there too. As gardeners, we put our hearts into the soil, so when it stops responding it almost feels personal. But here's the good news. There is a way to revive even the most exhausted soil, and surprisingly, it works faster than compost. This secret liquid is something many gardeners overlook, yet it holds the key to restoring life, structure, fertility, and microbial activity in record time. Today on Soil Stories, I'll take you behind the scenes into the world of one of the most powerful soil-reviving tools you can use, homemade microbial-rich liquid fertilizer, often known as liquid gold for dead soil. This isn't a magic potion, it's real biological science, and it's something you can make right at home. Don't get me wrong, compost is amazing. In fact, it's one of the foundations of healthy gardening, but when soil is severely damaged, compacted, lifeless, or nutrient-locked, compost can take months, sometimes even years, to fully transform it. That's because compost works slowly as it breaks down. If the soil lacks microbes, moisture retention, or enough organic matter to support decomposition, its healing becomes even slower. Damaged soil often needs a jump start, a quick, living boost that awakens microbial activity, restores soil structure, and creates a thriving underground ecosystem again. That's exactly where liquid biofertilizers shine. This solution goes by many names depending on who you ask: compost tea, IMO tea, biofertilizer, or microbial extract, but for simplicity, let's call it what it is. A living, liquid solution packed with billions of beneficial microorganisms and plant-available nutrients. Unlike compost, which needs time to break down, this liquid goes straight into action. It breaks up compacted soil, increases water retention, unlocks trapped nutrients, and restores soil life almost instantly. And the best part, you can make it with simple ingredients found in any home or garden. Healthy soil is supposed to be alive, full of bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, and other tiny workers. When these organisms die off due to chemicals, drought, erosion, or overcultivation, the soil becomes dead, dusty, or rock-hard. The fermented microbial liquid reintroduces these beneficial organisms in massive numbers. Here's what they do once added to soil. They break down organic matter into plant-ready nutrients. They increase soil porosity, making it loose, airy, and easy for roots to explore. They reduce harmful pathogens by overpowering them. They improve the soil's ability to hold water during dry seasons. And they help roots absorb nutrients more efficiently, speeding up plant recovery. Think of it as giving your soil a gut probiotic to reset its entire system. Let's get into the practical side, because here at Soil Stories, my goal is to make sure every gardener, beginner or advanced, can apply this knowledge right away. You only need a few simple ingredients: a handful of well-decomposed compost or forest soil, molasses or sugar, clean water, and a bucket or container. Take your compost or forest soil. This is your microbial starter. It contains the naturally occurring organisms we want to multiply. Mix 1 handful in a bucket with about 10 liters of clean, non-chlorinated water. Add 2 tablespoons of molasses or sugar. This acts as food for the microbes. Stir vigorously for a minute. This helps introduce oxygen and wake up the microbes. Cover the bucket loosely and let it ferment for 24 to 48 hours. During this time, the microbial population multiplies explosively. When the liquid becomes slightly frothy with a sweet earthy smell, it's ready. Application is simple and powerful. If your garden soil is compacted, pour the liquid directly onto the surface and leave it to soak in. For planting holes, dilute it 1 part liquid to 3 parts water and drench the root zone. For container plants, add a cup or two every 2 weeks. For extremely dead soil, repeat the treatment every 7 to 10 days for 1 month. Within days, you'll notice the soil becomes softer, plants look greener, water no longer runs off the surface, it absorbs, earthworms return, growth becomes noticeably faster. This liquid is gentle, natural, and, honestly, impossible to overdose. You're simply reintroducing life, something all soil desperately needs. Here's the secret. Compost takes time because it's solid organic matter. It must break down before plants can use it. The microbial liquid is already in active, dissolved form, meaning nutrients are immediately available to plants, microbes are instantly ready to work, soil structure begins improving within days, hardpan layers start loosening naturally, and soil pH gradually balances itself. This is why farmers, organic growers, and soil scientists around the world rely on microbial teas as a fast-acting soil rehabilitation tool. One thing I've learned from sharing soil stories with gardeners everywhere is this: transformation doesn't lie. When you apply this liquid consistently, you start noticing subtle changes that grow bigger with time. Seeds germinate faster and more uniformly. Previously weak crops become stronger and more disease-resistant. Leaves stay greener even in challenging weather. Your soil holds moisture longer, reducing your watering needs. Compost starts breaking down faster, as if supercharged. You know, every gardener I've recommended this to has come back with improved soil texture, healthier plants, and even better yields. It's honestly one of those small habits that quietly change everything. So, here are a few tips for getting the most out of it. Use non-chlorinated water. Chlorine kills microbes, you know. Store the liquid in shade, and try to use it within 3 days. Oh, and don't forget to shake or stir before application to redistribute the microbes. If you combine this with mulching, you'll see even faster soil restoration. This isn't a replacement for compost, but rather, it's the perfect partner. Think of compost as food, and microbial liquid as the digestive system that makes that food truly useful. If you want long-term soil health, you need 3 things working together: living microbes, organic matter, and moisture. This liquid provides the first component so effectively that it accelerates everything else. It turns old, tired soil into responsive soil again, soil that collaborates with you instead of fighting back. Whether you're growing vegetables, flowers, fruit trees, or even potted herbs, this technique will, really elevate your gardening experience. And the best part, it costs almost nothing to make. Damaged soil is not the end of your gardening journey. With the right knowledge and a simple liquid solution you can make at home, you can honestly bring any soil back to life, quickly, naturally, and sustainably. As gardeners, our greatest power lies in understanding the living world beneath our feet. When we feed the soil, it rewards us with beauty, abundance, and peace. If this episode of Soil Stories helped you, just imagine how many other gardeners would benefit from it too. Soil health is really something we should all talk about more. If you enjoyed this guide and want more soil-saving secrets, DIY mixtures, and gardening wisdom, don't forget to subscribe to Soil Stories, and, share this with another gardener who might be struggling with damaged soil. Together we can restore the ground we grow on.